Hi everyone, I'm Nikki with Cheese Me, and today we are going to have an homage to these beautiful tomatoes that I picked up from the farmer's market today. I am using the navy charcuterie board from the Riviera collection from Et to Home. I picked this color because I feel like it will go very pretty with the contrast of all the different colored tomatoes that I have. I picked up different shapes and colors of tomatoes, and I'm going to cut them all in different angles. This one, I feel like it's the prettiest one because it's very unique looking. I'm going to go ahead and cut it in an angle like this and just leave it as whole, kind of for decor like this. I have this beautiful yellowish, orangish tomatoes. Pick this part out. Just go ahead and cut them. You want to make sure that you don't use a dull knife for this because it can smush the tomatoes. If you want to use the first, I guess the head of the tomato, instead of throwing it away, try to put it on your board kind of as a base to lean everything against so it can have an angle. I have these beautiful brown tomatoes here that I'm going to go ahead and cut in wedges. You can also roast some of the tomatoes if you like. Just put them in the oven, drizzle it with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and fresh garlic if you have. That's also a really good addition to this board, and you can use sun-dried tomatoes as well. I have to cut. And I'm gonna go ahead and set them up differently over here. And I have these mini tomatoes that were on their vine, and I think it looks so cute. So you can go ahead and set them up over here. I'm going to use buffalo mozzarella cheese today. I highly recommend it over cow's milk mozzarella. It's a lot creamier, a lot tangier, and softer as well. So the buffalo mozzarella comes in salt water, and it's very similar to burrata, has the same consistency. And I don't like to cut it. I like to just pick it up and kind of try to pull it apart like this. Put it in the middle. You can tell that it's like super creamy. But what I love about this over burrata is that it holds its consistency a lot better. So instead of using crackers, I had some leftover wheat baguette. I just drizzled some olive oil over it, put it in the oven. I try to pull it apart so it looks more rustic. And it's gonna have the perfect crunch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to the board. You can obviously use crackers if you like. Put it up here. Actually, let's put it on this side. Couple of finishing touches. I have spicy salami. I picked the spicy salami because I feel like the tomatoes bring a freshness and the mozzarella is mild, so it will go very well with the spice. I like to fold them in half and then fold them again. So they kind of look like a triangle. And you can go ahead and put them against the baguette. I also have Kalamata olives. They bring a great saltiness to this platter. So I'm just go ahead and place them on top. And I went ahead and sliced some radishes as well. They have beautiful color and they have really good crunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some final finishing touches. I have these mini tomatoes that are super cute. I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle them on top. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle this with a little bit of truffle salt. Try to add the salt at the end because it brings the moisture and water out of the tomatoes, so it's gonna make everything runny. Go ahead and add it at the end. If you want to drizzle it with some olive oil, that would be great as well. And then I have some basil. I feel like whenever you have mozzarella and tomatoes, you have to have basil. So I'm gonna just go ahead, put this here. And I have some microgreens. You can find these anywhere. I purchased these from Whole Foods. I feel like they're a great addition to any platter. And I'm just gonna go ahead, pick the green parts and just sprinkle it on top. You don't wanna put it down perfectly. You kind of just wanna throw it. And then the last part, I'm gonna go ahead and add some freshly ground pepper. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to purchase your Riviera Bundle mini charcuterie boards that become available at Et Tu Home on July 14th. Hi everyone, I'm Nikeen from Cheese Me, and today I'm going to show you guys how I make one of my quick salmon platters, which is perfect for brunch or an early dinner if you're having a friend over, using Et Tu Home's newest mini charcuterie boards. I love all the colors that this mini charcuterie board comes in, the denim, navy, and white, but today I'm going to use the white one for my salmon platter because we have a lot of different colors going on, and I feel like if we have a clean base under it, it'll make all the other colors pop. So for today's platter, I picked goat cheese. You guys can also do cream cheese. I feel like goat cheese and cream cheese go very well with smoked salmon. I put in a little clear ramekin, whatever you have works. I might take a back of a spoon and kind of make a hole in the middle like this. Make sure your cheese is softened so you can shake it however you want. And I'm gonna put it kind of towards the right of the board. You can honestly freestyle it however you like. Each person has their own way of arranging things, but the more natural you go about it, the better it's going to look. I bought some smoked salmon earlier today. If you guys don't have smoked salmon, and if you have leftover grilled salmon from the night before, you can chop it up, add it in the goat cheese with some cream cheese and chives maybe, and use that as your dipping. That's also another way of going about it. So I kind of like to just lay it down and let it fold on itself, like this. Just a few slices. I love the size of these mini boards because it's perfect for two people. A lot of the times charcuterie boards are very oversized, so if you're just having a girlfriend over, you don't want to take the big boards. But this is just ideal. You can kind of make it as your plate for every night of the week. So you're gonna go ahead and arrange the smoked salmon like this. You kind of want to fluff it up. The more height the plate has, the better. I love using colors in my platters. And today at the market I found beautiful radishes, so I went ahead and sliced them up with a mandolin. If you don't have a mandolin, you can just use a knife and very thinly cut it. So I'm just going to go ahead and arrange these around the salmon. There's really no right or wrong way of doing it. Just make sure you're keeping everything compact, and if it comes a little bit off the plate, I think it looks prettier. So over here I have yellow or golden beets. I'm going to go ahead and put them over here. I have some regular beets that I went ahead and cut up. Try to cut these last minute because the longer they sit, the color will change a little bit. Kind of arrange them like this over here. And I sliced some cucumbers. If you don't have a mandolin, again, you can just cut them in an angle and arrange them that way. There we go. And again, try to give it height as much as you can. I think it's best if you try to make things not perfect. You can also cut things in smaller sizes and kind of arrange them on top of each other in different parts of the platter. These are also a great substitute for people that are gluten-free instead of crackers. They're very healthy and they have the perfect crunch that a cracker will. I also have some olives and capers. If you can find caper berries, I highly recommend you purchase them. They're bigger than regular capers and they have a stem. It's really pretty. It kind of looks like cherries, but they're green. So I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle some capers over the entire board. And then I have crackers over here. I always feel like cream cheese and salmon and bagels go very well together, but bagels don't have a good crunch. So I found these bagel chips that are everything bagel, and I feel like they're perfect and they're small, not messy. You can just go ahead and arrange them around your platter. So we're almost done with this smoked salmon platter. I like to add garnishes at the end because I feel like those are it's the small details that make things look better. So I have some dill over here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and arrange it around the platter like this. There's really no right or wrong way of doing about it. Just wherever feels empty, go ahead and put it over there. I also have some edible flowers that I'm going to use. If you can't find edible flowers, sometimes substituting normal flowers is fine. Just make sure you let your guests know that they cannot eat it. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead, if you have lime, lemon, or oranges, if you have something in handy, go ahead and cut it up. I always like to leave the end like this and then lean it against a part of the platter. And then you can kind of cut it in the middle part like this, and then twist it and leave it at a different part. So you kind of want to make sure you use the same thing in different parts of the platter. And the last touching part, I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera closer so you can see it. I like to take one ingredient and try to highlight it in different ways. So over here I had red beets, yellow beets, and I'm also going to use beetroot powder for garnish. It has a really beautiful fuchsia color. Just make sure you don't sprinkle too much. Once you sprinkle it, give it about like 10-15 seconds, and you'll be able to see the color change. On top of the goat cheese, you can also do it with brie. And then I also like to add another huge contrast of color. So I had black sesame seeds handy. I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle it on top. And that is it. If you love these mini charcuterie boards as much as I do, you can purchase them online at et2home.com and at their Bucket location across Lenox Mall starting July 14th. They come in 3 different colors, and you can receive free shipping by using my code, and the information will be below. Hi everyone!
Look here.
Hi everyone! This is Nikki. A salmon what? New mini cheese boards. I don't know why. Charcuterie boards is my probable